Okay, I'm gonna continue working on the sample project that comes with Revit, and I'm on level 5, and here's one of the bathrooms that's on level 5. There's one, two, I think there's one over here on the left. 1, 2, 3. There's a bathroom here. That's 4. Looks like there's only 4 of them on level 5. So what I need to do, there's I guess you could call it a point of use water heater. It's a tankless water heater, and I'm gonna bring that in. And it is right about there. Okay, so let's turn on the sample plumbing. Here's the sample plumbing. I just want to get a good, just an estimate of where that is. And now what I need to do is go to that section. And this is section 1. Let's right click and go to the view. Let's go back to the water. I'm going to rotate this. Rotate this in place, and it's going to be about, so let's go 90 and 90, just so I can see the height of this water heater. Okay. Where am I? That looks like it's too, the depth is too, oh, okay, so it's okay. Now let's go to section 1. And looks like the original, let's see if the original is on. It is not on. There's a HVAC and structure that comes with the model. So let's go back and make sure that I have, that is my tankless water heater, and it is up here. Let's change this. I'm going to change this to 1.5, and I'm going to bring it down some. Just want to get it approximate, close to the original. So as you can see, all of that piping and the rest of, and the exhaust, that's part of the plumbing. Okay, now that's just mine there. Okay, let's go back to water. Okay, so, and this is plumbing. This is part of the sample. All of that is the hot and cold water. So what's happening is the cold water is going in to supply this water heater, and the water heater is going to supply the hot water to this bathroom group. So I'm going to use my own interpretation. So instead of, I'm going to come off of this cold water with a 1-inch, create similar, and I'm going to come here and come off this plumbing cold water piping with a 1-inch, so that I can supply this. This is a washer, and supply the 1-inch to my water closet. Okay, so so it's in the ceiling space at level 5 at approximately about 11 inches. Okay, so I know that I'm in the ceiling space, so I can go over and come in to the ceiling space. But what I'm going to do is drop down. Let's say, let's drop down to 5. Let's just get inside here. So you come in and you want to get inside the space where you can drop down into the wall space. Okay, so I clicked, and now what I want to do is go up and make my middle elevation 5 feet. Okay, so let's go back and make that 5 feet. So I'm going to extend it out so that I can create those 2 elbows. And these 2 elbows, let's go to a, I need to create a 3D view so I can see what's going on here. And it is, so this 3D section, I have a 3D section. What's this one? It looks like there's a duplicate. So I'm going to delete this one. Let's delete this one. And let's look at all plumbing. So I can highlight it, and I'm going to go to all plumbing so I can see what's going on. You see it's highlighted here. So you can see that what's happening is pipe comes in, let's see. So that's kind of like the orientations like this. So it goes to the right, it comes down, and it is above the 2 toilet areas, the washer and the toilet. So I'm going to turn on some of this, the structure, let's say the structure and the HVAC, just to make sure. Well, no, I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to say okay to this, but in my 3D section, which is going to be section 1, I like to work in 3D because it shows a lot what's going on with HVAC and structure. And it looks like some of this information I don't want on. Let's see, so I turn off the linked, or turn on the linked where I can highlight and see what these are. It's probably scope boxes. So I'm going to go into the architect's model and turn off everything that's associated with an annotation type. So that scope box is part of the model category. I'm going to come here, type S, and where is, where is, what's going on? Let's see if I got something else not overridden. So I can come back over here, highlight all of this annotation. Looks like it's all on. If I choose all and say none, let's see what happens. Nothing happens. So let's see. So it must be another. Let's see. Let's go back. Highlight. What are they? Okay, it's the mechanical link. So let's go back and look at the mechanical link. HVAC, mechanical link. I want to turn all of the annotation off. So I don't want any of it on. Choose all, none, and okay. And okay again. Now what is, let's see what that is. That's the structure model. Let's go in, do the same thing for the structure model. Turn off all the annotation. Let's go custom first, annotation and custom again. Choose all and say none to that and say okay, and we got okay again. Now we are looking at section 1. Let's go to the floor plan, and section 1 is gonna show us everything within this section. Okay, this is section 1, and it's showing us everything that's within this view range, okay, of a section view. So I'm gonna bring it over here and just kind of put it right here. I don't like to do too much because it can get confusing if you do too much. So we go back to 3D section, go over to the cube, right click and go view section 1. And it should adjust in this view, and I'm going to say OK to this. And you see it's a little bit, maybe I should leave, I'm going to leave all of this on. I'll say OK to this. Now let's see where this cold water is in our 3D section. So it's telling us that it's here. So now we can see there's the mechanical and the structure, and it looks like everything's okay, and it goes down into the wall. Okay, so it looks like it's coming. If I can, I'm gonna bring this down some so I can see what's going on. Just a little bit more, maybe even. I think that what I'm going to do is turn off the architect's model so we can see what's going on. So it looks like it's okay. Let's undo that, and let's go back up some. So what these 3D sections allow us to do is see just in more detail what's really going on with the model. And it looks like this is a little cavity space between the floor and the ceiling as it comes across this, let's highlight it, crown, I think it's called a crown, crown something, yeah, crown molding. So it's a crown molding type for what the architect has. Okay, so we don't want to go through this, and it looks like there's a little cavity space in here for some piping, and I think that I'm gonna just kind of make that come out some, and just take another look at here. It's probably gonna be nothing, but as you can see, it's in the ceiling space. So I'm going to go out a little bit more so we can see that the structure, we can see the structure, HVAC, and that looks like some type of fan coil unit or some type of mechanical equipment. Heat recovery unit, okay, that's the exhaust in the supply, or the return in the supply. So everything looks good. So I'm going to go back to the original view section 1. So it just allows us to look just a little bit closer to what's really going on, okay? And so it goes down into, let's go back to the section. Well, we can do it here also, okay? It's just the overall gives me more of a view of what's going on in the entire project, and the section view gives me a look at kind of like a snapshot, I would say. If I go back, let's go in some. Let's go back. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So it goes inside. I'm not going to get the whole, because it's going to start cutting it off. So that gives me an idea of what's going on with the HVAC and the structure, the structural elements. So it looks okay. Let's go back to 1, and what I want to do is just supply from the 1 inch, supply my water closet and my washer and dryer, or the washer. So from here, what I can do, let's bring this over just a little bit more, and I'm going to connect into this 1 inch using this connect into tool from Revit. So we go here and we choose domestic cold water. I'll say okay to this, and that's going to be our cold water. And the same for the washer. And cold water, is on this side. Well, I can just kind of drag. That's not cold water. That should be my cold water. Okay. And here, domestic cold water. I need to put it on the correct type. And the correct type is DWC and not just cold water, the generic part. Okay. So I use those two for the 1 inch, and the rest of this I need to go down, but I'm going to change it from a 1 inch to 3/4 inch. I don't think I need any more than that. The shower's going to take the 3/4 inch, and the kitchen sink and the 2 lavatories are going to take 1/2 inch. So I'll come down, and I know I can't come down over the top because there's an exhaust coming out of the top from this tankless water heater. Okay, that's the exhaust. So I have to go to the side and come down. So going like this, I'm gonna come over. Let's change it to 3/4 inch because there's a 3/4 inch connection to the water heater. And let's change it to 3/4 inch. And I'm going to come down. Let's go cold water here. And the same. I'm going to go 5. Let's go 5 inches, 5 feet. Let's go here. Okay. And now what I need to do, I'm going to connect into the cold water from the water heater. Connect into cold water. I'll say okay and say yes. So that's going to be my connection. So I'll go around cold water. Let's go here. So now I'm in the wall space. So I can go around. I'm going to continue going around. And I can see that this isn't door opening, so I'm going to have to go back up. Okay. So I'll come here and go. I'm going to go, say, that's a 9. Let's go here. I think let's go 8 foot. Let's go 9. I can go 9. 9 is good. So I'll come here and go 9. Okay, so this is 9 and come back down to 5 feet from the floor. But these are going, it's going to be, so I have to supply the cold water. Oh, okay, so I'm good. So after I make this connection, this is a 3/4 inch. Let's bring this out some, just to give me some room, and then I can reverse it. The shower, connect into cold water. Okay, say okay, and we choose this. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to change this pipe to 1/2 inch. Oh, this is going to be 1/2 inch now. So we go 1/2 inch. Okay, and we do the same for this kitchen sink. I'm going to turn off the linked so I don't accidentally choose it. Connect into cold water. Say okay. And we select the cold water. And everything looks okay. Do the same for these two guys. So I can actually come over and choose cold water here and just connect into. Okay. And I'll bring this up some, maybe about right here. And I'll do this, connect into cold water, say okay, and choose that guy. Yeah, see, I didn't like that. Let's bring it up just a little bit more. And this time I'm not going to be so lazy. I'll just choose it I will be lazy, but then I have to do other couple of more steps. Cold water here, yes. Okay, that looks better. So now for the hot water, the technique here is you want to copy as much information as possible that you can with Revit. I'm going to bring that in just a little bit, and I'm going to say create similar here. Now that's cold water. I know that it's at 5. I'm going to change it to 5, 6. Let's go 5, 6. And I'm going to change the system type to hot water. It's going to be domestic hot water. Okay. And give it enough room. Maybe bring it out this way because the hot water is on this side. Okay. So we'll do another connect into the hot water. Let's say okay to this and choose my hot water system. Okay, so we can go around, and this is going to be 3/4 inch. Let's go 3/4 inch. Use this 3/4 inch. Let's go all the way around. You can do the same. I'll leave it here, but we can also use this as a create similar, but I want to get past the shower, and the shower is hot water is here. Let's go here. Okay, so that's the hot water, and the hot water again, I don't know which is quicker. If I can select it, maybe go here, draw a pipe, hot water. Okay, that should have been a 1/2 inch. This should have been a 1/2 inch. Let's go back. Yes. So from here, it should be 1/2 inch. Let's go, or yeah, 1/2 inch. Okay. Okay, so draw a pipe to my hot water, do the same, go up 9 feet, draw a pipe, let's go here, and then I can go 9 here, then come back down 5, 6 here. Let's go all the way out, all the way to about right there. Okay, so we have the hot and cold, hot and cold. Okay, we go up and over the door trim, and we got hot water. Draw a pipe, hot water. Okay, and do the same. Connect into hot water. Say okay and okay. Yes. Okay. So I like the looks of that. Okay, so that's just that's one of many bathrooms, but each bathroom is going to be a little different because, let's see, so you can go here and make sure that let's do another section 1. Let's go another section 1, and let's just look at that section. And let's look at section 1 just to see what's going on. I'm gonna turn off. Let's go back. Water, section 1, we're here. Go back to the section, and we are up here. So it looks like it's going through the ductwork. Okay, so when it comes down, meaning, let's go back. So there has to be, so when I turn on HVAC, it should show us what's going on, okay? So what I'm going to have to do is kind of move it over, or just move it over. That's good. Okay. So let's keep that on. And these are probably above. I can go to a section view for this one. Let's go to section 1. Let's just get a reference first. And we go to section 1, and it is below. These are the ducts that are above, and I don't know what that is. Let's find out what that is. I don't know what that is. Huh. Let's see. Let's turn off architects. Yeah, well. Huh. So we are above the ceiling space. Let's go to section. Let's go over here and see what we have. See what we have above the ceiling. What's going on here? Let's take a look at that. Let's go here, and we can go to our orient to view, orient to section 1 view. And let's look at that. Section 1, we're here, go all the way. And it's going close. So you see we're above, we're in that cavity space. Okay. So let's come down some. Here. Go up. And what I can do, let's turn on the structure. Everything is on. Everything looks good. So we go back. Okay. Section. And we can see that that is a cavity space. I'm going to try and make this come out some so we can see what's going on. Okay. So that is, let's bring that out, bring this out, so we can see that it is a cavity space between the ceiling and the floor of the level above. Okay, so that looks okay. There's nothing in there other than the pipes, which is good. I can bring them down some. Let's go to section 1. So you see, now this is, let's take a look at this section. So that is that section. So I'm probably looking at a little bit more of the space than I want to. So if we go here and we go here, let's kind of tighten it up some. Let's go back here and go to our section. Let's look at it again like this. So as you can see, that's the drop on the left side. So we can come down a lot. That's section 1. So we can come down. Let's do this. Okay. I'm going to turn off the link view, and using my arrow key, I can come down to, I don't know if they're using lights in here or not, because you always have to leave space for if there's going to be a light, say, in here. So that's 6 inches. So I'll say 8 foot 8. 8'6". That's good. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. And so we have, so it looks like everything is done. So the next thing I'm going to need to do, now that I have my water in, I need to drain this bathroom, which is going to be my sanitary system. Okay. So everything looks okay. I'm going to stop here, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope that helped. I will talk to you guys later.